the scenic west coast of Western Australia.
Do you want to just, Matt, do you want to just wait in line for the photo?
Did I pack my ticket?
Oh, you dropped your pocket, Mads.
In this episode, we dedicate a guide for you guys to show you a full itinerary from the iconic Kalbarri National Park, showing you your one-stop, showcasing all the spots down to Perth and Rottnest Island along the coast. So get your pen and paper, you don't want to miss any of these spots.
You spotted the lone quokka, Mads.
What you doing under there, mate?
Wants to come on my bike ride.
Don't forget, guys, if you are enjoying the content, flick us a subscribe. We are creating videos every 2 weeks for you guys to watch. Plus, we have discount codes at some of the biggest companies around Australia, including iTech World, Undercover Australia, Drifter Camping and Four-Wheel Drive, Salty Captain, using the discount code Always Touring, and even our own quality merch for you guys to wear when you are out touring. Rightio, good morning, guys. The plan today is we are going to be heading out to the Kalbarri National Park and doing all of the big ticket items that you do out here, that everyone comes to Kalbarri itself to go out and venture out. We'll showcase you all of the walks, like a little bit of a guide, and the lookouts, the main ones to go to and stuff like that. We've basically just pulled over at the moment in front of the visitor centre.
So Kalbarri itself is the cutest little coastal town. It's got pubs, which we visited last night, and Samuel finally got his party.
Oh, it's been so long, I know.
Heaps of cafes as well to check out en route. It's got washing machines, caravan parks, it's got little souvenir stores as well, and a pelican feed.
Yes, which we went to this morning, didn't we? And last night, don't forget about the ice creams that we had last night.
I was going to finish off, they've even got a special ice creamery, which Samuel frothed last night, but it's got a coastal town with everything that you need.
Yeah.
And this morning we went and got a nice coffee from in town, and basically we're having to pull over and put more caramel in there because they didn't put enough caramel in there. We're a bit like caramel latte snobs the way we are.
Coffee snobs.
First things first, we went straight into the main attraction of Calbarri, known as Calbarri Skywalk. Probably the first attraction you get to when you get to the national park itself, one that you will not want to miss.
First things first is your poo before we head to the skywalk, eh, Mads? Post coffee poo.
Filled with all the strength I find, there's nothing I can't do.
How wicked's the view from the skywalk, eh, Mads?
Calbarri Skywalk is one of the top things on my list that I've enjoyed in my lifetime.
Really? That's a massive call.
Yeah, I know, but the views are just like spectacular.
Yeah, that is pretty good, hey? And it's such an easy walk from the car park. It's like
So easy.
150 metres tops.
Yeah, but it's just you got views at 360 degrees. Like it's fantastic.
I know. And you've got stuff all over your body shirt there.
Oh, and I looked.
So I guess one of the good and bad things about the Kalbarri National Park is we just went out and did the skywalk, and then it's legit a 2-minute walk to come round to Nature's Window where you get that photo right in the window or whatever. But it is so popular. Like it's what, 10 a.m. at the moment, and we sort of just bagged the skywalk, and there wasn't too many people, and as we were leaving there would have been 100 people rocked up. And there's a tour bus here at Nature's Window, so if you want if you're just doing it for the photos or videos or whatever you want to do, get here early to beat the crowds. It's definitely the best thing, but everything's like within a 2-minute drive of each other. So we have done those two things within the first 45 minutes of us being here.
So the walk itself is just 1.2 kilometres return. So as you can see, it's quite an easy walk in and out. And somewhere along here, you can get a cheeky little hanging rock photo as well, where it looks like you're hanging off the cliff.
Ah, there you go. I didn't even know that. Next up, we smacked straight to Nature's Window, as we said, not far down the road. And this one was extremely unexpected as to how popular it was. We even had to line up for the bloody photo, which we thought was at least half secluded from everyone in this area.
Matt, do you want to just wait in line for the photo?
Did I pack my ticket?
Oh, you dropped your pocket, Mads. It's interesting at the front how it says that this is all closed, and you get here and it's actually open.
Pays off to be a bit cheeky and still go check it all out.
Yeah, since Karen Jenny, we've noticed like on any of the gorges if they say closed. Still go check it out, because sometimes they close like 2 out of the 3, and that's a perfect example. They've closed 2 of them, so they'll just whack a sign on at the front
Saying closed.
saying it's all closed. And then you come here and there's like 15 other cars, and the main trail to go out to the viewpoint's actually still open. So it pays to be able to do that. So anyways, what's this one called?
So this is the Z-Bend Lookout. Perfect opportunity to get a photo of the Murchison River. It's just 1.2 kilometers return, so it's a nice, simple, easy walk.
Yeah, and as we said, everything's like within a 5-minute drive of each other. Maddie is wearing hiking boots because it's Maddie, and I'm just wearing thongs because it's me. So basically, pick your player. Do you want to be the thong person or the hike person?
Can't smell anything.
Mads, it's not a bag.
Naughty.
We literally just heard someone say something about drugs, and then all of a sudden we're...
Samuel's going and telling people I'm doing drugs, and they're like, oh, well, the view will be even better. Thanks, Samuel. Thanks.
So Mads and I were just talking about how we were reading some reviews that apparently there's no water sometimes in this river, hey?
Yes, so we were lucky that a couple of weeks before we just had a heavy rainfall, so we're fortunate enough to see this river flowing.
Yeah, people said in April that this was bone dry, which I couldn't really imagine it, obviously, because we haven't seen it before. But I think obviously when you come here, you're either going to get water or no water, and there's no rule in between.
No, you can't time up the weather.
Finishing off from the national park, we make our way back to town and we'll showcase you extremely quickly the things that you can do in the area for your information.
Rightio, so welcome to Kalbarri. We've just arrived, and my initial thoughts straight away is it's basically just a small south coastal town, literally nestled right on the water. It's like really nice and neat, beautifully sort of situated in and around the bay itself. Really nice houses, it's really clean and really good to go. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to show you everything to do within Kalbarri itself and not excluding the national park. But basically we've worked out that there's about 15 kilometres south where you get to do all the little things and stuff like that.
There's 9 en route to do along the way, but there's actually 6 that were advertised on the Kalbarri website, and 5 that we'll actually be doing ourselves from our research. It's full of different rock formations, coves, beach and oceanic views. It's definitely a beautiful coastline drive to check out all these things, and they're so close as well, about 15 minutes apart for a lot of them.
This is definitely giving Great Ocean Road vibes with all these exact things. They've got the natural bridge down there. They have the 12 apostles over there. What do you reckon?
Do you mean the rock formations?
Yeah, well, the rock formation, that's what I meant.
They do look very much like South Australia, I do have to admit.
Well, Great Ocean Road's not South Australia.
Great Ocean
so.
Road specifically.
You can then make your way to a little area known as Island Rock, which are basically these beautiful coloured cliffs that look over the entire West Coast Ocean. Then it was off to Pot Valley just on the other side, given its name because the lookout you walk into basically looks like a giant coloured pot. But we'll show you a cheeky little extra thing that you can do here that we saw so many people walk past.
Everything I do is say clothes around the floor makes me want it more. Sweatshirts that you'll never see again. I wore them like a dress and never second guess. And turns out all my friends weren't playing. Put my brave face on, I don't care anymore.
So a lot of people just stayed up the top for the Pot Alley cliff views, but the secret is actually do the beach access walk, and you've got this 500-meter gorgeous little walk on the way to the beach to get that amazing view. And if you have a drone, take it up because you have a natural rainbow of all the different colours as well.
Make me sick, but I still wonder who the fuck would love you like I did. Know your heart and want it, need you like an addict. Stay when you get manic.
Up to the final destination, which we've done them all in about 4 hours, give or take a little bit, is Red Bluff. So we just got to the final destination, or sort of a little touristy lookout that you've got when you come immediately to Kalbarri. We're at Red Bluff now, literally a 3-minute drive from town. Plus those other little tourist attractions, I reckon leave aside about 3 hours, 4 hours for the day to sort of enjoy each location and take it all in sort of thing.
But there's also a beach access to make your way down to Red Bluff Beach as well if you want to check it out there, but we were just happy enough to experience the view.
Yeah, there's lots of little points. We've just basically pointed out sort of the top 5 that we reckon. As I said, there's about 9 of them, and you'll sort of see them as you come through, but you know, much of muchness between a lot of them.
That chair looks good. It's not ready.
Now we've just completed our mission. We have made it successfully to the sunset spot. Now to rush back and quickly create your curry.
It's nearly done. It's really hard to cook sometimes when you want to slow cook in a fast meal.
It is your first time ever cooking a curry though on an induction cooker, is it not?
It is, and it might not turn out well, or it might turn out well.
Not a bad first job, Mads.
Terrible.
The next morning, we continued the adventure and itinerary down towards Perth and Rottnest Island, but it wouldn't be without some of the pinkest lakes we have seen not only in Western Australia, but the entire Australia continent. Alright, so good morning guys. Mads and I this morning, we got up at like 5:30 in the morning and we left Kalbarri, and we've made our way about 55 minutes down the road heading south to a little town called Port Gibbon.
No,
No?
Port Gregory.
Port Gregory. I know where we are. But anyways, we're in a natural pink lake that basically sits on the side of Port Gregory. It's probably one of the pinkest lakes we've seen in Australia. Like the biggest ones that we had seen before this were the ones out the big desert in Victoria. But this one here is absolutely huge, isn't it?
Yeah, so the best time to come for this one is during the summer or spring, because it's actually algae based, which makes it that beautiful pink hue.
Yeah.
So the warmer the algae, the more pink it is. So that's why they say come during daytime about 10 to 2. Avoid cloudy days as well, because the pink just won't be brought out as much. But behind us you can't see how pink it is,
Yep.
but we can in person because the sun just hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get the drone up and I'll give you guys good footage later. But this is definitely one of those easy ones that you can just pop in on the way down to wherever you're going down south. Because it's just such an easy location. You just drive in, and then we'll give you a hot tip. Head to the end of the road as you get to the T intersection in Port Gregory.
Port Gregory.
Turn right and follow it around. You actually get your own little beachfront right on the water. So that's a hot tip, and I'll show you on the map where that is.
Turning around. 'Cause what goes up must always come back down. But I'll be safe in your arms. Like the
Wow, what an incredible area this was. We would love to know in the comments what you guys think of this compared to other pink lakes that you have been to around your touring. But more importantly, we have a quick detour off the coastline and make our way where we are going inland to meet up with our grandparents and experience some of the truest outback parts of Australia, which you need to do whilst you're traveling around Australia. It's something that you really don't want to miss in this beautiful country.
I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll be fine.
Well, there goes lunch.
Put the camera away.
You've got plenty of food left. I don't know what you're chucking a big tanny about.
It's meant to be a chicken sandwich.
Cool little cave, hey?
Very cool.
So for those interested, Maddie and I have just driven about 5 hours or 4 hours from the Pink Lakes, and we've made our way into the outback here of Australia to a place called Mount Magnet. And we're going to be spending the next 3 nights basically out in the desert, meeting up with my grandparents who are also from Eastern Australia, but over here at the same time in Western Australia. It's going to be like a cool, like unique experience to be able to do that with them, hey?
No, I'm very excited and looking forward to being out in the golden little outback.
Yeah, so we'll just give you some highlights for the next few days because we don't really want to be on camera, and then we'll get straight back into the normal episode, showing you all the way down to Perth and the rest of the coastal area. Are you happy you got at least 1/10 of your food?
It was a chicken roll and it looked great.
I've
and
never
I dropped
seen
the
you crack a
chicken
10.
part. I was looking forward to it so much. Are you purposely walking around and around when I try to take a video?
After having some of the fun, wholesome days in the outback of Australia, we get back on track, coming back to basically where we left and making our way to a place called Green Head.
Down the 405, every single night, anything to see your face. Yeah.
What'd you think of that lady doing the...
That's what I strive to be like when I'm retired. Is painting on the beach, watching the sunset.
Makes me want it more. Sweatshirts that you'll never see again. I wore 'em like a dress.
Now, just something to note, we really noticed that the population density and the loss of the remote feeling really started happening as we hit this part of Western Australia, and the less need for a full-wheel drive and capable vehicles to get to the destinations that we're about to showcase.
Who the fuck will love you like I did? Know your heart and want it. Need you like an addict. Stay when you get money. And who the fuck will love you like I could? 'Cause these days are smarter. Now you're working harder. It was easy to...
So another little bonus about Jurien Bay is there's actually a freshwater drinking water fill-up just here.
Even for dogs.
There's even a little doggy thing. And that's right next to the ampole where you fill up. So you can go do your filling up, get fresh drinking water, and continue on.
Love me not, love me right. I used to watch you punch.
Alright, so let's get back into the coastal trip all the way down to Perth now. We've just spent the last 3 nights, as you saw, out basically 5 or 6 hours inland with my grandparents, having a fat old time out there. If you do get the opportunity to spend some time inland on the inland part of Australia, it's a whole different situation with like really cool terrain and things to do out there that you just don't get on the coastlines of everything. But what we've done is we've made our way last night or yesterday evening after sort of a long drive to a place called Green Head. We didn't explore anything between Geraldton or Green Head itself because we couldn't really find much to do. Then last night we stayed at a campground just north of Jurien Bay at a place called Sandy Cape. Definitely worth checking that one out. It's $20 per night. You don't need to book, you just rock up and you basically find a spot yourself. And then today we've made our way to Jurien Bay, and mates, check out this. Like, the water is absolutely sensational. We got a coffee, walked out onto the wharf down there, and then we have just made our way to Jurien Bay where, as I said, just there.
So next we'll be checking out Savant, and we'll also be checking out Lancelin, where we've got a couple of cool activities and awesome scenic views as well to check out along the way.
Now, before we started heading inland to show you some of those attractions, not too far, only about 10 kilometers inland, we thought we'd show you one of the best swimming areas along the way with amazing crystal clear water.
Who the fuck will love you like I did? Know your heart and want it. Need you like an addict.
Seriously, nothing better than a swim here at Hangover Bay. Hey, like, this is probably one of the nicer beaches in between Jurien Bay and then heading down to the Pinnacles to have a quick pop for a swim. Beautiful water, mate.
From there, we headed to a very historical landmark for those interested, some more stromatolites, which to my knowledge, you don't get anywhere else in Australia other than the West Coast, and is pretty unique.
Lake Thetis is this point here if you want to come and see the stromatolites. Otherwise, other points is up north at Shark Bay. But sadly, that boardwalk's closed, so you're going to have to wait till that's repaired. Otherwise, you can head 400 kilometres south and be able to check out Lake Clifton, where another impressive spot in Western Australia where you can check out the stromatolites.
Yeah, it's really cool because the stromatolites are like, as I said before, if you haven't seen the Shark Bay episode, even though it's not like awesome to see here, if you understand the history of basically how the stromatolites itself are like the earliest organisms to feed on the stromatolites to produce oxygen, and the first parts of the oxygen basically that started like earth, animals, microorganisms itself. It's pretty radical, hey? So we've just rocked up to the Pinnacles. Mads is just cooking up a bit of a feed there for this afternoon, a bit of lunch.
Simple tuna and crackers because we've got a busy day.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, if you've got the National Parks Pass, it does cover it, but otherwise it's a $17 entry per vehicle into the joint. It's really done up, big car park here. They've got a Discovery Centre up there that you can go check out with like a little shop with food and stuff. And then next to it, they've got a museum as well, which is pretty cool. Just shows all the history of the Pinnacles and how they've been here for 500,000 years. And all the history of the different like animals and stuff that live around it. It's pretty blocked off, so there's paths and everything that go around the area. So you can walk through and showcase in and around the Pinnacles and stuff like that. So we'll take you through there. This actually makes you feel like you're in a different country, eh?
It really does, but it's amazing to actually see all these different sandstone structures, or like a whole bunch of tubes.
And they're real hard. I thought they were going to be sort of soft sandy stuff, but it's like rock hard. Pinnacled out or what?
Not quite yet. I think I feel like I'm in another country. Like, it's pretty epic to see so many different structures of
Some
the
say this is
sandstone.
Mars.
Does feel a bit like Mars.
Yeah, you're into your LSD, don't you? Like, you take some before you come?
I do not do drugs. It looks like snow. I was like, what? But it's so white, the sand. I can't get over it.
Forever like this, can we stay? Forever like this.
I was not bloody expecting it to be like this publicised, eh? There'd be 300 people here. I thought we were going to get here and get the sand dunes and there not be many people here, but what the hell?
I know, and there's a fair lineup as well for the sand boards, so do book ahead online and it will save you a lot of time, but it's a bit packed out.
Yeah, we have interesting thing also we've got to add in here as to how we came about getting the sandboards for this as well. Do you want to tell the story?
Yeah, so when I actually booked the horizontal floors, I went through a company called Vitro or something. I'll tag it below. But I actually got a voucher off them when I booked horizontal floors, and we just used that to book this. So definitely go through them.
Yeah, it was a couple $100 in
Yeah,
that, wasn't it?
so it actually worked out in our benefit.
Forever like this.
Excuse me, Cool Duty, you waxing up the boards for this afternoon session?
Yeah, dude, just waxing up my boards for the Lancelin sand dunes. The ride's wicked.
You're paying $1.05 to face plant.
That's mean. You owe me $1.05.
I thought you were going to stand up like a real person would and not have your hands dragging you the whole way.
Is he gonna stick it? You owe me $1.05.
That is harder than it looks. Alright, bum sand one. Go. Oh, I'm going off track. If I take over. Alright, so today we have made our way down to Perth and we're going to be heading over to Rottnest Island. We've just gotten here basically where the ferry picks you up here in Fremantle, because we woke up at like what, 6 a.m. this morning.
Yes,
it was a good
early.
Yeah, it was a good 2-hour drive to get here. We just wanted to bung it down because Mads is so bloody excited and I'm excited as well.
to see the quokkas. It's been on my to-do list for ages. So we've got our maps, we've got everything. We've headed down to just the boarding station. So we're going with Sea-Link, it's the company that we've chosen. We're doing a round trip, so that's $89 for a round trip for an individual. And you can also hire bikes beforehand, or I recommend to just hire the bike when you get there.
Yeah, you can get an electric one or you can get a standing one, and you can
Yeah.
guess who's getting the electric one.
So the electric one's about $70, and then the normal bike is $35. You can do add-ons like baskets, prams, etc.
Yep.
But Lovely Samuel here will overtake me today on the electrical bike. There's heaps of shops as well at Rottnest and IGA. So you can
And coffee shop, that's more importantly.
And a coffee shop.
For a coffee.
So you can pack all your own food as well if you would like. But we've packed a bit of our own food and I thought we'll go have a special coffee on Rottnest as well.
I think I bought half of top end of Australia with me down here, don't you think?
I know, all that red dirt. I think mine are a lot cleaner.
Yeah, yours are, but mine are screwed, mate. There go the Connies.
I think you're gonna need new Connies.
They bring down angels like you. Now rising from the ground.
I didn't think the quokkas were that big.
Oh yeah. Haven't you heard of the giant quokka?
Rising up to you. Filled with all the strength I found. There's nothing I can do. I need to know now. Can you love me again?
Alright, so plan for today is we have just arrived on this side of the island and then we're going to go and get our bikes from somewhere and around here and get our coffee and stuff like that. And then we're going to basically ride around the entire island and make our way all the way over here and show you around the joint.
And see quokkas.
Make sure you book online so you don't miss out on a bike. There's not many.
Are there bikes here? Oh, guys.
Yeah, they're real quick.
I'm worried I wasn't going to see any quokkas. There's one just 12 o'clock. Look down the other spot. How cute. So bloody cute. Cute, I want to pat it, but you can't.
You spotted the lone quokka, Mads.
I did.
Look away for 5 minutes and this little buggy here, huh?
I know.
Got all our food.
That's our fault for being stupid.
Thanks for the second gen donut, Mads.
I think there was a quokka over there and we went and ran to the quokka and we're like, great, so cute. Came back and all our food had been stolen by the other quokka. I reckon they set us up to steal from us, planning it all out amongst each other.
I know, we just went in straight into the tourist trap, didn't we?
I know.
It's pretty cool. If you come here to the bakery, they're absolutely everywhere, but we're going to go to the other end of the island and basically go to the lighthouse because apparently there's heaps there that hang around under the shade as well and check everything out.
And we'll make sure we don't have any food on us.
How do you think the bike riding's going so far, Mads?
It's a bit of a game between Samuel and I called Mario Kart. So far Samuel is winning, but I will overtake him eventually.
You're dreaming, son, but look at this. So you can just basically stop with that yacht. Just at all the points as you go around the island. It's a bloody beautiful drive,
so
like
gorgeous.
ride, isn't it?
So this one's Parker Point, and as you can see there's beautiful sailboats that rock up. I'm going to go for a swim, are you?
Oh, I'm not going for a swim. No, I'm going to the toilet. I'm busting after that bloody
Nothing like a quick dip on your bike ride.
It looks amazing, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
well, it's actually not too cold at all. Like I was half expecting for freezing waters, but nice and clear.
Yeah, I'm definitely going for a swim at the salmon, whatever thing that we're going next. Definitely bring your swimmers, I reckon.
Salmon Bay.
What you doing under there, mate?
I'm just He wants to come on my bike ride. Jump in the backpack.
Mads, you forgot your clothes.
Damn, gotta go back and get it.
Rising up to you. Filled with all the strength I find. There's nothing.
How nice is that swimming area, mate?
I can't get over how clear it is. Like
Yeah.
it's beautiful, and to see the back of the waves as well. so clearly is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is not many people are doing this on Roddy Hay. Like, if you're gonna come do the bike ride and do everything, definitely bring your swims. I know I said it before, but once you get here and it like becomes a nice day, it's supposed to be shit weather, and then we got here and it was absolutely magnificent.
It's unforgivable. A stolen burnt your soul. Is that what demons do? They rule the world to me, destroy everything. They bring down angels like you.
Our little gremlin friend's got a friend.
I'm gonna take my my own little quokka. So cute.
Mate, do you know you're not allowed to steal quokkas and bring them back?
I don't know what you're talking about. How did that get in there?